Hello everyone, we are group number 4. Today we are demonstrating critical occupational safety practices for IT professionals, focusing on eye strain prevention, stress management, and mental health safety.
According to occupational health studies, IT workers face unique hazards. 90% experience digital eye strain, 75% report musculoskeletal disorders, and 40% struggle with work-related stress.
These are minor inconveniences, they're serious workplace hazards that can cause permanent damage, reduce productivity, and even career-ending injuries.
As computing professional, we have an ethical responsibility under professional code like the SDM code of ethics to maintain our health and well-being. Because our impact judgment from fatigue or stress can lead to critical error, like skin user and organization.
Let's demonstrate
How to work safely and sustainably in IT. First, let me show you an incorrect way that causes eye strain. If we take a look at this position, we will notice that the screen of the monitor is way too close to the user's face, which is about approximately 6 inches from the face. Besides that, we will also notice that the monitor is below eye level, as in the user is looking at the monitor in a downward angle. And last but not least, in this position, we notice that the user is seated close to a bright window behind the screen, which causes a glare onto the screen which can significantly hurt the user's eyes. As a result, this causes headaches, blurred vision, dry eyes, and over time, a syndrome known as computer vision syndrome, which is a chronic condition affecting 60 million workers globally. Now, let's implement the correct safety procedure step by step. Now, this position is the correct and proper position to prevent any significant eye injuries. Notice how the user at this position positions his screen at an arm's length, which is about 20 to 26 inches away. This reduces eye muscle strain by allowing natural focal distance. Besides that, the top of the screen is slightly below eye level, tilted at approximately 10 or 20 degrees. This prevents neck strain and reduces tear evaporation from wide open eyes. And furthermore, now the user is switched to a position which is far from the glaring background. The positioned screen is perpendicular to the windows, using indirect lighting, adjusting screen brightness to match the room, which can reduce glare and eye fatigue. Proper lighting reduces strain by approximately 50%. And last but not least, which is the 20-20-20 rule. This means that every 20 minutes, the user should look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. This relaxes eye muscle and ultimately allows the user to have less fatigue in their eyes.
Now, let me show you dangerous posture habits.
The following is an incorrect posture and can cause significant harm to the user if maintained for a prolonged period of time. This includes slouching and hunching over your back, the wrists are bent while typing, and the feet are dangling over the chair, which can significantly impact their overall posture. The problem with this posture is because it can cause carpal tunnel syndrome, chronic back pain, and repetitive strain injuries. And in severe cases, workers need surgery and months of recovery.
Now, I'll show you what posture you should be having.
Now, this posture is a significant improvement over the previous one. If we pay a close attention, we will notice that the feet is laid flat on the floor, the knees are at a 90-degree angle. This distributes the weight properly, preventing lower back pressure. Besides that, the user should use a chair which fits his lower back curve, allowing him to sit upright without slouching. Proper support prevents the discompression that causes 80% of chronic back pain in office workers. Besides that, take a closer look at the position of his arms. The elbows are at a 90 to 100-degree angle, the wrists are straight and a neutral typing position. Bent wrist compresses nerves, which causes straight alignment and prevents carpal tunnel syndrome. And last but not least, the keyboard is directly in front of the user, both within reach and doesn't have to do any unnecessary stretching. All this unnecessary stretching can cause shoulder strain. Everything within the neutral reach zone allows the user to have a more comfortable experience.
Mental hazards are just as dangerous as physical ones.
From this clip, we will notice that mental hazards are just as dangerous as physical ones. If you notice, the user has been typing frantically non-stop, his shoulders are tense, and he avoids taking breaks and overall looks extremely overwhelmed. Continuous work without breaks can cause decision fatigue, increase in errors, anxiety, and most importantly, burnout. Studies show programmers make 50% more mistakes after 2 hours of continuous programming without breaks.
Now, this is the person who has a proper stress management.
Now in this clip, the worker sets a 10-minute alarm break for every 15 minutes of work, and when the alarm rings, he stops working immediately with no exceptions. he performs some basic physical movements and stretches, such as neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, standing back stretch, and wrist stretches. The reason for performing these stretches is to increase blood flow to the brain, which allows an improvement in focus and creativity. Just 2 minutes of stretching reduces cortisol, which is the stress hormone.
This is someone who does not have a digitized life.
In this case, we notice that the worker is facing severe mental health issues and looking extremely exhausted due to many reasons, such as having unrealistic deadlines, working till late night, and basically having zero sense of work-life balance. This is extremely dangerous and it leads to anxiety disorders, depression, and eventually burnout, which affects 42% of IT professionals.
This is a person who has a healthy work lifestyle.
Now, this worker, on the other hand, seems extremely happy and is enjoying his work because he has successfully managed to divide his work-life balance. He has achieved so by using task management tools to visualize workload and using a calendar to scheduleize his deadlines. This is extremely necessary as deadlines which are unrealistic should be communicated early on with supervisors to prevent burnout. We've shown you these practices individually, but safety is a team responsibility. So, let's move on.
We coordinate our break time. We check each other's ergonomics. Thank you.
We remind each other to hydrate.
This is team coordination, a culture of safety.
Today we have demonstrated that occupational safety in IT goes beyond equipment. It includes our eyes, bodies, and minds.
These practices aren't optional extras, they're professional obligations. Just as we test code for security vulnerabilities, we must protect ourselves from workplace hazards.
Every safety procedure is has a clear purpose, prevent injury, maintain performance, and uphold our ethical responsibility.
We encourage all computing students and professionals to adopt these practices. Share them with your peers. Build a culture where safety is valued, not ignored. Because sustainable careers in IT require sustainable work practices. Thank you for watching us, and work safely.